Here's some tips on how to flirt with your crush if you're shy. And when we're teenagers, like most of us are shy, because you're so like self-conscious and you're so worried about like feeling normal and acting normal and not being weird and different, and you're like so consumed with all that. So I was actually very shy when I was younger. I know it's hard to believe, but I was. And one thing that kind of brought me out of my shell is my mom telling me, and I've said this before, and God knows she said it to me 1 billion times, you wouldn't care so much what people thought of you if you knew how seldom they did. This means that like when we're in a situation where we feel shy, usually it boils down to the fact that we think like, oh my God, everyone's judging us and they're going to think I sound so stupid and blah. People are only focused on themselves. Think about what your best friend wore to school last Monday. You have no clue? Yeah, of course you don't. Think about what you wore. Do you know a little bit better? I mean, probably. It's because no one is focused on anyone but themselves. And this is a good thing, because that means if you're in a group and you blurt out something and maybe it wasn't the funniest thing that was ever said, no one's really going to remember it. No one's like, aha, and I'm going to think about this all the time and I'm going to tell everyone that she said something that was sort of lame. Because everyone's focused on what they're saying, how they look, how they're acting. So this is good. That means you can just relax a little bit and enjoy interaction and realize you're not under a microscope, okay? It's not that serious. So how do you apply this to flirting with your crush? Flirting is truly a skill. Like, it's something you have to work to be good at, you have to practice, and you can't just like jump right in. So don't expect to go from like painfully shy to like Sofia Vergara in like 4 days. You want to build up to feeling confident flirting, because as I've said before, the key to flirting is confidence. The key to like everything is confidence. And so you got to build your confidence. So instead of trying to flirt with your crush, focus on just being friendly with your crush. Being friendly like you would be friendly with anyone else. You smile, you ask questions, you laugh at their jokes, you take an interest in what they're saying, and you see if you have a rapport there, because that's going to make you feel comfortable. And once you feel like, hey, I can walk up to this person and start up a conversation, no big deal, then you go for the flirting skills. Then you start the eye contact and the subtle touching and the hair thing and the coquettish looks. And don't worry about falling into the friend zone. It's much easier for a guy to fall into a girl's friend zone than the other way around. Men are not hardwired to have female friends. That's not biologically what they're after. They are out to spread the seed, as we know. So the point is, like, they are looking for romantic connections wherever possible. So take things slow and build an easy breezy friendship first, then go into the flirting. And again, this works for making friends. Like, don't think like, oh my God, I have to be like the coolest, most impressive girl in the whole wide world in order to make new friends in high school or college. Like, no, take it slowly, person by person. Hey, I'm talking to this girl in my chem class. Is she cool? Do we get along? Great. I'll be like, hey, do you want to like study on Friday? Let's meet at the coffee shop. Easy breezy. Don't put all this pressure on yourself that you suddenly have to go from this level to this level. Take it slow.